Hi guys, welcome to this session on Microsoft Excel. What I want to cover in this session is how to create your own cash flow forecast. So what I've got is some labels on this left hand side, which I've just put some random categories in there. So you've got income, sales, and then cost of sales with a total box there that's going to need a formula, and then some fixed costs, rent, tax rates, and then another total there. And then at the bottom we'll have a sum to work out the income, and then if there was an opening balance that would go there, and then another sum there to do the closing balance. So let's just give myself some sales, £500. Let's say the cost of sales was £100. So a quick sum there is going to be equals that cell minus that cell, so B3 minus B4. Quick tick that, and then some costs. Let's say the rent is £100, tax is £20, rates is £100, and we need to do another sum there, but this time I'll do auto sum. Now I've got the shortcut to the auto sum there, but it's obviously on this form in this tab as well. Doesn't matter which one I click, that's the correct one. So click tick, and 220 is my costs. So the income is going to be sales minus costs, so equals B5 minus B11. We'll tick that. And let's say we had an opening balance of 0. So our closing balance is going to be equals that plus that. Tick, gives us the same figure. So now the next column across for February, the opening balance will be this £180. So I need to do a formula for that, equals that cell. And then I need to pull this income formula across, and then I can pull this one across as well. So still saying the same thing at the moment, but if I give myself some more sales, let's say in February I have £1,000, the cost of sales is 200, I can pull that one across, so just tell me that I've got 800, and the formulas at the bottom there are picking that up, and now I've got a running total of 980, but I haven't pulled across my fixed costs, so I shall just do that at the moment. Just grab these, pull them across, and then that gives me the cost there, the closing balance of 760. So if I then pull this all the way across to the end of the year, and then put a total at the end, you can see how this would work all the way across. So it's just the formulas that I need to pull over initially, that cell and that cell, and then that's got a formula, that's got a formula, that's got a formula. So if I highlight those three and then pull them across, so the balance is 760 all the way across, which will increase as I add sales or add extra costs. Now if I want this to show in pounds, I'll just highlight this area and click on the pile of coins, which I have got at the top on my quick access toolbar. Just add that so everything's in pounds, and then you start filling this in. So whatever your sales are, let's say you had a particularly bad month, cost of sales, so you just add that. Your fixed costs, you can pull these across. In fact, you can pull these across all the way to the end. Got some hashes there, so I just need to widen that. And what's the balance now? So we've got a negative here because we haven't filled the rest of this in. So we've gone 640, but because of these fixed costs have been pulled all the way across without any sales in. This is a cash flow forecast, so why you would do that I'm not sure, but let's just say you expect this to increase, and let's put that down to 200, and then you get £2,000 sales and 300 costs and 2,500. So I remember when I first started in business, I had to do something like this. Didn't have a clue, it was totally made up, but I had to fill a 3-year cash flow forecast in to sort of get some funding for my business venture. Got myself a new fax, as it was in those days, but when I remember doing this, and I'm thinking I've got no idea what my sales would be, so it was just a bit of a guess really what the sales would be. And I'm just going to fill this in just across a bit more, Let's go all the way up, and we had a progressive year where we got up to 5500, and let's say the costs are the same all the way to the end. I've got loads of hashes there, and I keep double clicking on them, but if I click this sheet I can just double click, the whole thing comes up. So if this was true, I started off with nothing, I've had increasing sales all the way along, my costs have stayed the same, fixed costs have stayed the same, so I would have made 26,000, and that's what's in the bank. But this is just a quick example of a cash flow forecast. You can obviously fill in the totals as well if you want. In fact, let's just do that. If I just do an auto sum on these lines and pull it down, so that's the total sales on the year, and then cost of sales, and then if I just pull that one across, so it's going to be 28,000, and then you've got, I'll copy this one down, do the sums on the costs, so that's 1200, pull that one across. So all of my total cost of 2,600 on the year, which is quite low. Obviously you would have more categories than this probably, and you may have some more different categories at the top here to these sales. But this is how you create a cash flow forecast, and that's all I want to talk about for this session, and hopefully you got something out of that, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for your time.